Well, I had been for many years using a web optimization company. In fact, have used several companies. The last one I had been in was one of the major companies that market nationally. And the biggest problem I had was simply feeling like I mattered. And I kept being told that things would be done, or I kept being told that my business or my appearance on the web would increase, but none of it was happening.
I've had internet marketers in the past that didn't do all of the work that Social Firestarter does.
We're talking about a national corporation that sent out low-level representatives to talk to us about our needs. They promised us all kinds of things, none of which came true. The results were dismal. The difference between the national performance and Giselle's has been well over 200%. I mean, it's just a complete turnaround from where we were before.
We've for years now been experimenting with different websites and different companies to help us increase our presence on Google. Everything was a miserable failure, even though we paid a lot of money for it. Once we got Social Firestarter involved, they did what they had to do, and it's been fantastic for us.
What I love most of all is their hands-on contact with us. I mean, every month goes by and Andy gets on the phone and Giselle, and we brainstorm what's going on with our website, what's working, what needs to be fine-tuned. And they explain things in a way that makes sense to us, that we can understand, we can digest.
Whenever I send Andy or Giselle an email, they respond really quickly. They call me periodically to ask how things are going, and I really appreciate that.
Both Andy and Giselle have been very, very responsive to me. And anyone on my staff, if we have a need or something we want to ask them about or changes we want to make, they are very responsive to our questions. And not only do they take the calls, but then they act. They do something about it. And they don't complain about it or seem like we're being a burden. They seem to genuinely care and want to make it better.
Despite our offices being on opposite sides of the country, Andy keeps regular and easy contact with both myself and my partner. It's always easy to reach them, and even when we don't reach out for them, they reach out for us. They actually send us reminders, we need to talk to you and make sure everything's okay. So they use a calendaring system. We get an email from Giselle that says, please schedule an appointment. They stay on top of everything for us, but they also want to keep us in the loop.
The thing that we love about them is that they're immediately responsive whenever we send emails to them with a question about some idea we might have. They keep on us. They schedule monthly meetings so that we can get our questions answered and do what we have to do to help them do what they do best.
The monthly meetings that we had were really beneficial in getting a great idea on where we're going with my marketing. And each month we would talk about, where we were currently and then where we're going to be going.
I just couldn't be any happier with the look and feel of our website, with the attraction of business, the calls that we get, the quality of business that we get, the activity that they're constantly performing on the account in the background that we're not even aware of. It's just been a phenomenal experience working with them.
Since using Social Firestarter, my business has almost doubled. I'm getting much more prospects calling my office, my phone's ringing more frequently, much more interest in my practice.
The results are fantastic. Our clients are now able to find us on the internet where they couldn't before, and we're actually seeing that people find us in general search queries, so we have some exposure that we didn't before. It's been excellent for business.
It's been a huge difference, not just in the number of calls, but the quality of the calls, the quality of the cases that we've seen come in, and the fees that we've been able to generate from those cases has been very substantial. So it's been an excellent economic turnaround for the firm.
Not only have I appeared more on the website in searches on first page and Google searches, but I've gotten calls, I've gotten clients, and I've seen an increase in my business.
After beginning with Social Firestarter, we definitely saw an upswing in new client volume. So the firm has expanded. We actually hired 2 new staff attorneys. Social Firestarter has been directly linked with our success in the last 3 years.